So, I had to get off because, first of all, I had to collect my thoughts because there's not a hole, but there's a crack. Do you see that? Right there, that crack. And I didn't know. So I'm just sitting here pumping on the floor, pretty much. Like, hella irritated about that. So now I've switched the tubes and I got another tube, but like I can't replace the milk, and that's so annoying. So I got milk all on my dress. When I put my clothes back on, I'm gonna be filled with baby milk, breast milk. Got milk on the chair, milk just like, oh my gosh. But like I said earlier, this is gonna fill up, and this bottle's almost full. And I also found a new trick. So like, I don't know if there's any moms out there that are struggling with trying to like pump milk, like it's not coming out type of thing. But I learned a few tricks. Well, I guess I probably said this earlier, but like the blue Gatorade thing, the massaging, and heating pads. I haven't tried the heating pads, and I can't really massage with this on, but I found if I like squeeze at the top, it just shoots out, and just watch how fast this fills up. And then on this side, see how the drops became a little faster. So if you're struggling with pumping, massage is a good way to get your milk circulating or flowing. And then a lot of times you can get engorged, like kind of under the armpit, in the armpit region, and you kind of just but yeah, I can totally feel. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I don't really feel like my skin's super clear though. Drink a lot of water and eat salad every day, and you'll have clear skin too. No, I can't promise you that, and I don't eat salad every day, but drink water. Like, I love water. Like, there could be nothing in the world but water, and I'll be totally fine with that. Like, I could live off water and never complain. I don't necessarily need flavor in my life, but it's nice to have occasionally. Is it though? I don't really see my skin is super clear, but okay, I'll be flawless. I mean, I have this like dark line right here, this little line, but it's okay. I'm really needing this tube to fill up though. And so what I'm going to eventually have to do is, because I know this breast isn't done pumping, I'm going to have to hurry up and switch tubes. So I'm going to have to put this tube on this side so that it can finish releasing all the milk that it has. There might be more milk in this breast, but it just sucks. It's a lame pumping breast. It just sucks. So I'm not going to. But see, when I do that, look, you can, I mean, you guys probably cannot hear it, but it's like, shh, shh, it just picks up on, and it's probably going to fill up really fast. So I'm going to just keep doing this until I have a full tube. I would like to leave with 10 ounces. This is a 5-ounce bottle. Each of these are 2.5. Do the math. I need 10 ounces before I leave here. But I'm pretty sure I'm only going to get about 7.5. Cool. Not too shabby. When you're getting a lot of milk, it feels so good to be able to look at all this milk in this bottle right here. That's almost a full 5 ounces. Woo! I want to go home now. I can't believe all this milk is on my dress. And just to think that if I hadn't used my dress to cover up my lap, it wouldn't have gotten wet. But because my stomach is hideous and I don't want anybody looking at my stomach right now, I have to use this to cover it up. And now it's drenched in milk. What's your name? Channel Zero. Channel Zero. How are you, Channel Zero? Would Mr. Wilson happen to be listening or viewing? Good. Nice to meet you. Almost got a full bottle. Oh, this tube's not doing too shabby either. This is almost full. That's 7.5 right there. Both of these 7.5. If I could just get another 2.5, I'll be straight. My thing is, I need to pump when I'm not at work. Like, when I'm at home, I need to learn to be more disciplined, because I could probably have a nice amount of milk, but I don't like pumping at home. I think it's because I kind of can't concentrate when I'm at home. There's always too much going on. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of bodies. It really depends, but usually when I work, well, originally I used to do 2 5-ounce bottles in an 8-hour period, but sometimes dwindles between 2 5-ounce bottles and 1.5 bottles, which is, so usually I used to leave with 4 of these. Sometimes I leave with 3, so it goes in between 3 and 4. But I don't pump a lot at home. Like I said, I don't pump at all. Like, if I'm really in a drought and I need to go somewhere and I need to pump, I will take my pump everywhere with me. Literally, I'll pump in the car, just trying to build up my stock. But I don't really pump that often, so I only pump for the following work day. That's it. It doesn't hurt. It looks like it hurts, and like my sister was looking at me pump one, or just like earlier this week, and she was like, "That looks so crazy." I mean, look how it just takes the nipple, it funnels it in this very narrow area, and it just constantly pulls in and pulls out and pulls in and pulls out. See that? That is the nipple being suctioned back and forth. It looks kind of cray. Look, the milk just starts shooting out immediately. I think that is the coolest thing. It is so freaking funny to me. That just activates the milk. I need this one to pump, so I can tell when the breast is empty. You see? That's hilarious. It doesn't hurt. I mean, some people might be sore after they pump just because the nipples are like kind of like maybe a little tender perhaps, but breastfeeding, nothing about breastfeeding should be painful. If it is, something's wrong. Like maybe you got the wrong size something. Baby ain't matching arm right. Yeah. No, I don't know why people think that, because that's not the first time. That's like actually a common question. found another tube. And this cracked one is going in the garbage. But yeah. Let's see here. What I'm doing now is pulling out my top. It doesn't change the size of the nipple sometimes. Well, I mean, it's like a hickey. Like, when you're sitting there sucking on one area for a while, it might get a little raised, but like, so that's kind of like what the nipples do. It's they kind of become erect in a way. Like, does that make sense? Like, they'll go back down to regular size, but after, you know, pumping, it kind of changes the shape and the form a little bit, but it's temporary. Oh, pumps vary. This is like a $2,000 pump. Pumps vary. You can find hand pumps for maybe like $40-50, I guess, and then I guess 50 plus. Depends on what you need. Like, if you're a mom on the go, if you're a mom at home, if you're a mom, a working mom, it just all depends. But I think the most expensive one that I know of and that I've seen is the Medilla Symphony. This is the one that I'm using. It's about like $2,000. Most are about $300. Like an average pump, like the average mom probably has like a $300 pump. Well, I'm not even going to say the average mom, because maybe she doesn't. Some people are fine with like the hand expression and the single pumps. I'm not, because I need things done quickly. I don't have time to be hand pumping. Okay, I think I'm going to take... See, there's still milk in there, and I want to get it out, so I'm going to do... Hey, this stuff... Man. Hold on a second, I got to turn this pump off. And so I'm going to do kind of what I've learned power pumping is. It's like when you pump for 10 minutes, turn it off, and then maybe like rest for 5, turn it back on, pump for another 10. That's another way to like help your letdown if you're like feeling like you're struggling to get pump milk out. Always pumping that gold. Yes, I am. I'm raising a champ. And there you have it. There's one. And then... there's another. Well, you have to think about it like this. You can't think like, oh my gosh, $2,000 or however much your pump is. You gotta think like, you don't have to buy milk. You probably spend more than $2,000 a year on formula trying to feed the damn baby when breast milk is free. All you gotta do is buy the supplies, and that's usually like a one-time thing. Like, you can reuse them, you can wash them, you can sell your pump when you're done. And I don't have another freaking tube, so I'm only going to be able to pump on one side now. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pump on one side. But anybody want to take a guess how much they think this is going to get filled up? Mind you, we just filled up like a 5-ounce bottle on this side, so that's a freaking funny question, but it's a really good question. It won't flatten your breast, however, what? That's funny. Like, you'll be surprised, a little bit of pressure on these things, especially if they're full, they're gonna spray. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't flatten the breast, but like, I mean, breastfeeding itself can change the composition of the breast, like, overall. Like, you can go from full and perky. They're definitely not going to be your, they're definitely not going to be your pregnancy breast, and they're not going to be your teenage breast either. But it also depends on your genetics and it depends on your genetics and all of that, because that all plays a role in, like, your breast. Like, even after giving birth and going through pregnancy, your breast can change even if you don't breastfeed. But like, sometimes they can feel like, a lot of women describe it as like deflated or like not full anymore, and you can feel like that. But breasts go through so many changes postpartum, and then post breastfeeding, and then while you're breastfeeding, that it's kind of just, it varies woman to woman. Like, for me, one of the issues that I'm having is mine are getting to be lopsided, and a lot of times it will correct itself, and you don't have to worry about it forever. But like, while you're breastfeeding, you kind of just don't know. You kind of just have to wait until you're done nursing to really see what your breasts are going to be like. Yeah, exactly. This one is super smaller than this one. Probably can't tell. Maybe you're pretty seasoned, so you know. But like, yeah, it's ugly, and I hate it. But it is what it is. Starting out, like, if you go back to like my previous videos, they weren't off. But I mean, that was like baby was new and all that. Now, like, many months later, been breastfeeding for like almost a year now. So I meant it to be expected. That's what a good bra is for. But like I said, once breastfeeding is done, they'll probably return back to normal size. And if they don't, maybe I'll get one done. But see, this milk, but this is the one that's always super full. Like, when I walked into here, this one was super full. This one was full, but this one was super full. And look, this still has milk. Crazy. This probably has about 10 ounces of milk alone. Maybe not 10. I'd say maybe like 7, 8 ounces of milk. I mean, this is just what the breast pump is getting though. What? It's a pretty color brown. What? Honey, that is weird. I really have to finish here. You are a new group of people that I don't think I have even met crystal clear. I don't know if it's been so long since I've done like a live feed and actually conversated with my followers that I don't think I definitely probably lost a few of my regulars, but I don't think that I'm not familiar with either either of you. I think maybe Channel Zero, you look a little familiar. Crystal Clear, maybe, but I don't know. Have you guys been on the my live streams before? Yep, I think we're done here. I don't come on much either. I've been neglecting YouTube. Well, that's a good thing. Shoot. Somebody's gotta work. Oh, okay. I've been just super busy, which is why I really haven't been on like I used to get on. But ooh, that's legit. I was thinking about going into a cleaning business, but for homes with the yachts. I don't want to be stuck on anybody's boat to clean anything. I'm gonna have this special segment in November, and it's gonna be all about party prep. And I know I promised a few things like fitness, but I haven't even started hold on. You were drinking breast milk? Why are yachts better? I was supposed to have been doing a fitness segment, like about getting my body back together. Look, you could tell it's lopsided. Getting my body back together, but I haven't had time. I haven't even started going to the gym yet, so I'm sorry for the broken promises. Just be patient. I think I'm done pumping here. This is like at this point. Yeah, fitness. I mean, I want to go through the whole before and after transition, postpartum body, all that. Lose the stomach, work on the great areas. Wait, haven't had what done? I don't drink breast milk. What are you talking about? Yep. We're done here. I'm done. I don't even want to pump anymore. What I don't get now. Good night. Thanks for chit-chatting. I don't get what Crystal Clear's talking about, though. I do not drink breast milk. This nigga said, I get gassy. What? I don't. I could have had so much. Drink milk? He's not even interested in drinking the milk. Ooh, what's silver screen? Wait, how does drinking the milk help her out? I mean, it kind of can build the supply because it's supply and demand. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. So was she pumping it out for you, or are you like nursing? That's fucking hilarious. No. Whoa, that's crazy. at its finest. I mean, that's legit though if it worked. But I mean, this have to think about things like that. When things sound hella crazy, there are so many people in this world and have been for many years. Do you think you're the only person who's done that? Don't think so. Yeah, it's probably cool. It's just like, first of all, it's probably taboo. It can make some people feel a little awkward, but that's okay. I'm done. I'm done here. Wait a minute. Having your husband. Oh, hold on. Go. So, what? Oh, okay, let me get this clear here. Yeah, probably because the nipple stimulation, I would assume. But, like, you're telling me having your significant other nurse is good for your sex life? Is it, like, the actual benefit coming from nursing? Or is it just the stimulation? I'm pretty sure it's just the stimulation. It can't be... I don't know. That's interesting. I never heard that. Never, ever heard that. All my milk was getting jammed behind the membrane of my pump. I'm wondering if this could all fit. Oh! The milk just spilled down my leg. Was a messy session, I must say. One of the messiest sessions I've ever had. One of the messiest sections. What the freak? You know, you learn something new every day. And I have to tell you, sometimes you guys actually do teach me a few things. So, I'm taking notes. Like, I cannot swallow. Like, I've, like, gone like, okay, this is what I just pumped out of. Here's my flange. Like, hey, what was I getting ready to say? Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. We were talking about, I lost my train of thought. What's hot? No, that's what I'm saying. I cannot bring myself to swallow milk. Like, so you actually drank it, like for real? Like, I cannot just sit here and swallow this. I've never swallowed breast milk. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Not interested in swallowing no damn breast milk. And I know it's sweet, and I know it's clearly not gonna kill, but I'm not interested in swallowing no breast milk. I'm just not gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Well, that's it for now, guys. I gotta go. You said you had, like, you don't have the kids anymore? What happened to them? See, my other thing is I don't want my milk spilling in this bag. This is my pump bag, my pump pouch. And it has all my cords, all my tubes, all my tops. Pump bra goes in here too. I wear this. I mean, you can wear this bra outside, but I wouldn't wear it as like a regular bra. Okay. So we're throwing this crack tube away. Dang, that's crazy as hell. But like, you really be surprised. Like, you sometimes breastfeeding is a crazy journey. But it's all good. It's all worth it. But it definitely has its ups and downs, for sure. So I'm just like cleaning all my parts right now. See? Okay, well that's it for today. I got my 3 tubes, my full bottle. I have about 7.5 ounces. That's okay. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'm about to skedaddle. I gotta go get ready to go home. Peace out. Oh, they stopped calling me. Alright, I'm about to just clean the pump real quick. And the chair. And the table. Cleaned everything.